travel news on BBC Radio Ulster.
Alan Simpson.
On BBC Radio Ulster.
Welcome back, all those people out the door at 4, and welcome back with Mark, Shane and Kane from Westlife on the phone. Guys, so many people want to say hello to you this afternoon. Can you say hello to Bruce in Ballymena?
Hello, Bruce. How's it going
Bruce.
in Ballymena?
And a big hello to Mike Grant in Windy Kilcoo.
Hello, Mike Grant. How are you?
Why is it called Windy Kilcoo?
I think everywhere is windy today. Do you know this is the windy month? You know that?
Is it?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Say hello to Westlife from Naomi in Fermanagh, especially Kane.
Hello, Fiona and Fermanagh.
And
Kane here. How are you?
Yum, yum, yummy.
and Joanne Hale and Susie Bloomer in Killalay.
Hello, Joanne and Susie. How are you?
Well, the thing is, right, those are loads of your fans who can't wait to see you. It's okay getting the album, but they want to see you, and you're coming back to play in the place that basically you must have shares in the Odyssey Arena.
We are actually. We have two events coming up in the Odyssey Arena in the next while. We obviously have the Westlife concert next year. We have two shows coming out, and then what's the date?
The 5th and 6th of April we're there.
5th and 6th of April next year, so that's going to be great. And then we're actually also there for Children in Need on the 21st of November this year.
19th of November.
19th of November. Excuse me. 19th of November.
Here, it seems to be an all-Irish concert this year as well for Children in Need, because you're sharing the stage with, with the script.
Yeah.
That's right, we heard that, yeah.
And be warned, Jedward.
Jedward, I heard, yeah. Happy days.
Yep, I see the excitement mounting.
And actually, there's another Irish band on there as well called Wonderland.
Oh, are Wonderland doing it as well?
Wonderland are doing it as well.
Oh, they're cool. Oh, very good.
They're a new girl band that'll be coming out next year that I manage with Louis Walsh.
Yeah, yes, see. Good stuff. So, first of all, we've mentioned Simon, we've mentioned Louis. I'll tell you what, we're in good company. So, what have you guys been doing apart from making the album? You know, you took a bit of time out. Have you been enjoying yourself, or you been frustrated and want to get back to the music?
We actually haven't taken that much time off at all. We finished our tour in August. Even while we were still starting to record the album, we were still touring. So we've kind of been flat out since last year's album. What About Now, the single and stuff. Ever since then, it's been fairly flat out, really, all the way through. Sure. You know, I think the momentum of the last album and What About Now was such a big hit. We wanted to get another album made straight away and just get it out there and keep the kind of the journey of the Westlife sound going. And I think this album has definitely got to where exactly we want to be, sound wise and music wise. And you know, this first single, Safe, is a great kind of testament to where Westlife are going.
Because I'm going to play Safe in a moment, but the album, there are ballads on it, but they're not the normal Westlife type ballads, are they? Not all of them anyway, that's for sure.
Well, I think Safe, the first single, is probably the closest to what would be typical Westlife, if you like, you know, that sound. But there's definitely songs on this new album that are not typical Westlife at all. I mean, we have two songs on there that have got a bit of a dance feel to it. You know, we got a great up-tempo on there that Mark wrote called I Will Reach You. And then we've got some really obscure kind of weird songs. There's a song on there called Chances that's like just weird. It starts off as a piano ballad, and then it just goes into this big epic kind of like symphony orchestra feel to it. And I mean, it'll put the hair standing on the back of your neck. And then there's other songs that are a bit more kind of R&B feel, and there's one in there, there's a song called I Get Weak, which is kind of like a bit of a, dark kind of like, moody kind of feel to it. So yeah, there's a lot of variation on this album, but I think that's the great thing about making an album with one person is that, the producer of the album knows that it needs to be a good variation of tempo as well, and I think that adds an awful lot to a record.
There's a track there you didn't mention. I like No One's Gonna Sleep Tonight. That's a good one.
That was one of the up tempos that I was talking about. The kind of bit of a dancey kind of feel to it.
So this is a great song.
Somebody on one. Say hello to Emma in Newton Ards, by the way, guys.
Hello Emma. How are you?
I was on your forum, and there was somebody on there pleading, saying, "Please come to Venezuela." Is there anywhere in Westlife's career so far that you haven't been and you'd just love to go?
Venezuela.
We were actually meant to go to Venezuela, and then Mr. Filan there got sick and we didn't go.
I did. I got an ear infection and I couldn't fly.
Oh,
We were meant to do a big concert down there, and 2 days before we were meant to fly, I got a very bad ear infection.
We were getting very excited. We went into
I
the
d-
bank and got a few £100 worth of Venezuelan, whatever the currency is there. We were all ready to go, got our passports in our bags, and Shane turns up.
It was actually an inflamed eardrum, so it was quite serious, and it was pretty bad. So I was actually out of action for about 2 weeks.
Deflame it for you.
They do not like inflamed eardrums.
The thing is, though, one of the big frustrations for us is, first of all, you can't be everywhere. You can't go everywhere all the time. But you know, in certain territories, there's fans there that are just as big a fan as someone in Sligo or London or any part of the territories that we're always in. But you kind of, well, first of all, we leave it up to the record company, but the record company have to choose where the best places are to send us in any particular year. And there are countries out there that we haven't been to in a long time. And it's frustrating for us, and I'm sure it's even more frustrating for the fans, because they deserve us to go there just as much as any territory does.
Yeah.
But you just can't go everywhere. You have to make choices, and they're tough choices to make. That's why we leave them up to the record company.
Only so many months in the year. Before we go this afternoon, chaps, have you been watching X Factor?
We have, yeah.
So, right, each one of you, Shane, Mark and Kane, I want you to pick a winner.
Okay, I'm going to say One Direction.
Oh.
Shane, that's me.
Right, Shane goes for One Direction.
I
Oh.
You know, I have 2 or 3 people. I think Aiden is very good, but he needs to come out of his shell. I think Matt is good, and I think before last week I didn't like Cher, but I think her performance on Saturday Night Show is pretty special.
That's the one I'm on. So it just leaves one more.
Yeah, I was kind of like Cher, One Direction, and Mary a few weeks ago. I put myself out there on Twitter and actually predicted it, but I reckon that Cher or One Direction could be winners. See, sometimes on the shows it's like who wins and who actually wins and who should win.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Two different things, you know.
Absolutely.
But it's some years it's like Leona Lewis, where everyone thinks she should win and she's also everyone's favorite. But
It's plain sailing.
I think there's kind of a lot of people that are of similar quality on there this year, so it's tough to call at this point.
Yeah, I mean the girl from Liverpool is pretty good as well. What's her name again?
Rebecca. She's fantastic this week.
Yeah, I mean, you know, so I think we're definitely gonna see like a really strong group pull away. It'll
be a tight one.
Yeah, I think the last kind of 5 weeks competition are going to be extremely intense and good, you know.
Well, thanks for coming along this afternoon and having a chat, boys. The album is out. It's about 13 days from now.
22nd.
The 22nd, and the single "Safe"
Is out on the 15th, 14th and 15th.
is out on the 14th and 15th. And
We
please,
get confused with these dates now because you can download everything on a Sunday, but you can't buy it till the Monday.
oh, is that right?
Yeah, you can buy a physical copy on the Monday, but you can download it, which most people, 90% of people, just buy the digital. Go on there
People
on
have to wait
computer.
for the physical release until the Monday.
And if anybody wants to see the making of the video and getting yourselves ready, go onto the Westlife website and you'll see their new haircuts and they're looking very well.
Cheers, thank you.
Finally, please say hello to Amy and Kiva, who are playing the Wii
Hi, Amy and Kiva playing the Wii.
as they listen.
And
Westlife.
Amy and Kiva just texted me on my mobile phone and said, "Can you play Westlife's new single "Safe," please?"
Well, there you go. Consider it done. Guys, have a good one and see you in Belfast.
Thanks
at
very
Children
much.
Need. Bye.
Thanks a lot,
Easy,
guys.
bye.